Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Saints coming in at 10-3, going up against the Falcons, who come in at 5-8.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
Always knew he'd be a gym rat, very cerebral player, a guy that beats you with his mind as well as his physical attributes. But the best part, poise under pressure. He knows how to bring a team back in the 4th quarter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is when we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries for an even 100 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. They'll set up to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Oh, a good move at the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They're going to look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And did it get there? Yes. Boy, he didn't get much of that at all. He tucked it just between the crossbar and the left upright. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find us.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Ryan on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Hale. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Here's Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Second down, here's Ryan. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
Third down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fielded at the 43. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. Still a lot to be determined in terms of their final seeding. We do know they'll be in the playoffs, but in what shape, what capacity, we're not sure. But here, ready for a sports cliche, and then just take them one game at a time, right?
Yeah, they have to. And look, so the thing about cliches, they've been proven over time. All right, we know that. So, yes, take it one game at a time, but make sure that there's no let-up, no getting off the gas, right? No mental letdowns, because each one is important for them to accomplish their goals.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a 1st down here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe. But not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first of that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right?
You thinking that might be a better way to go?
Instead of your kicker, yeah. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try to make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Freeman again. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion.
Let's go! Green, 39!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 9-0 our score. We'll head back to New Orleans after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
And that was textbook 3-4 defense. Normally the defensive line just eats up blocks. In this case, they ate up the blocks and still made the play against the running game. Really, really nice job.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean. They can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Joey Josefa, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Saints defense, we watch them get set to go. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
For that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
The Falcons on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
And that's why the fullback position was created. You just want a big, strong, powerful guy you can hand the ball to and pick up good yardage.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A handoff as they run the counter play. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Shreds the tackle, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ryan now going to try to run the option left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. To throw on 3rd down. Ryan. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Joey Josefa. And an alley to run. And now running right through it. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Joey Josefa with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a fairly solid idea about which team will be featured prominently in those highlights.
Might be a little biased. On 2nd down, Ryan got his man complete over the middle. It's Hale. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise if this will come up short.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. But first, it's indeed time for our EA Sports halftime report. The Saints are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Falcons didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Falcons with the ball, end of the first. Under duress, and the pass is picked off. Pierman's in position, and he is the one who comes away with the ball. Offense now with the shot after the interception. They run the option on this play. He'll take it in for the touchdown. The lead grows to 15. Saints now late in the second. Stiff arm here on the run, and he's gone as he sprints into the end zone. Saints up now by 21.
Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. For the moment, they're on top of their division, projected to host a wild card game in the first weekend, but nothing is set in stone. There's a lot of shuffling that can still go on here. They haven't even clinched a playoff berth.
A lot goes into that one word you use, doesn't it? But. You're exactly right, because nothing's clinched. So that means another win is necessary. Being able to play to the best of their abilities.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. He's picked off near his own 48. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he's got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but The defense there, you got to be good with communication. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it, right at the line of scrimmage. Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. 4-6 defense. They were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the 2 guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No gain.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
That's the 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
You know, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hale. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Ryan on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again. Ryan throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. 20, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring them indeed with that score alone. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Second and 10 now, Ryan. And incomplete. The Falcons on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Taken from just outside the 30. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Elsewhere, they have gone to the 3rd quarter now in Dallas. And that's now a 2-touchdown game as the Eagles have scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Here's Matt Bosher now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll look to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's third and 16.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw is Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. To throw again, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and in throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. Back to throw here. And this is incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And a quick throw here, that's complete. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
Well, I like the chutzpah there, right? They decided to go ahead and fake it and try and pick up a first down. But how about how they executed defensively and smothered that one? I know back from my time frame, everyone has responsibilities, even rushing on a field goal attempt. You've got the tight end. You've got the wing back. You might have the guy out of the backfield. But they executed that well. Yeah. Really stuck to what they needed to do.
It wasn't just 11 guys trying to block it. They were ready. They got it done. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Now it's Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They've gone to the fourth quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Throwing on first down. Ryan. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Again, Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this is no good. Boy, that didn't even get there. Not a good effort at all. And our score remains the same. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They run the counter now on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Saints on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go now. Green.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Operating from the gun, Ryan to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. It's the Eagles leading that ball game right now at the moment. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Saints, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to a...